What's up, you guys? This is Dasha, and you are watching my iHeartRadio Ask Anything Chat. My new song is called Austin, and thanks to Romeo and Most Requested Live for having me on the show tonight and answering your questions. Okay, first up, we got Tyne from Chicago asking, take us back a few years. When did you first get the call that somebody wanted to sign you to a label, and which label was it? The first call I actually got was Warner Records, funny enough, who I ended up signing with. So that's kind of a fun little wink to the future. But I ended up meeting up with literally every label, which was crazy, and had conversations with all of them. But I don't know, something was telling me that Warner was the right place, and I loved everyone there, and everyone like really cared about not only Austin, but my whole album that I have out, and that really meant a lot to me. And they saw me as like a songwriter. So here we are now with them. Okay, Lana from Nashville says, when do you know it's time to release new music? What triggers your mind that it's the right time? I think that I write a lot of music, so I always have a lot of music to put out and lots of things to say. So I think it's when there's a little bit of, for me, it's like when I have something new to say is when I want to put new music out. I always wanted to feel very authentic. And so I'm putting out my deluxe version of What Happens Now, my album, in late June, because there's just a couple more stories I need to share with you guys from this album. There's a couple more tea points that I haven't gotten really to cover. There's some things about female friendships in there, which I know we can all relate to. And the song called Way Too Drunk, which is about just being hungover, just being a hungover girly, and we can all relate to that. So, Will from Statham says, have you ever been vocally trained, or are you self-taught? Yes, I took voice lessons all throughout high school, through early life. I was in musical theater at a super young age, and like a part of like your warm-ups and learning is like this vocal trainer who's kind of just there kind of teaching everybody the songs and like how to sing things. So I've been through varieties of vocal training my whole life. And yeah, we're in lessons now too, so it's important. Honestly, you kind of have to treat like being an artist and your voice as like an athlete. You just got to train it the right way and take care of it. It's a muscle. So okay, Anne from Tulsa says, what was your day like when you performed at the CMT Awards? That day was the craziest day of my entire life. It was like my pinch me, I made it moment, kind of. Walking the carpet, first off, was insane. I didn't know what to expect because I was such like a rookie, I was such a newbie. And so I was like, are people gonna know I'm here? Like, is anyone gonna care that I'm here? Like, what's gonna be the vibe? And people were so excited, and I was so excited, I was screaming back at everybody. It was just the vibe. And then performing, my heartbeat would not slow down. I was so excited to be there. It was just so magical. I go through it in my head all the time, and we're about to post this whole BTS video of that whole day on YouTube, so you guys will get to have like the full behind the scenes look of like what that day was actually like. So good question. Okay, Brenda from Atlanta says, how did Austin come together? Austin came together, I was really upset with this guy. Plot twist, just kidding, it's obvious. And he was just he's just bad news, and he had all these excuses he'd always tell me about why he couldn't show up, or why he did certain things, or why he was spending the night at some girl's house. So that was really fun to go through. And the whole chorus of Austin, I actually freestyled that first line, did your boots stop working, did your truck break down? And everyone in the session was like, what? And I was like, did your boots stop working? And they're like, yeah, that's it. So that was like really fun to be able to like have that magic in the room come together. But honestly, I was just trying to keep it real with you guys, you know? I'm just a girl, and I got bamboozled by this guy, but now it's just a business expense because we have a hit song out of it. So thank you, Mr. Nashville, you know? Okay, Mallory from Henderson said, where did you play your first gig as Dasha? I started playing shows when I was 10, around like coffee shops and like wineries around my hometown of San Luis Obispo. 10 people would show up, granted, so... But you just, I started young because I really knew I wanted to do this with my life, and got those early reps in, if you will say so. So I think my first show as like Dasha, the performer, was when I was 11, opening up for Lissy at the Ojai Bowl. That was like the first like big show I played. That was pretty sick. That was like 1,000 people. And I was like this 11-year-old just ripping it on stage. Bardo played with me. It was fun. It was a fun day. Okay, Jennifer from Wilkes-Barre. Oh God, you guys, I'm not good at these town names. Wilkes-Barre? Okay. Wilkes-Barre says, I would love to hear about your influences and mentors in the music business. So, wow, this is a good question. I've been influenced by so many people. Early on, I really admired Taylor Swift and her songwriting, her ambition in general as like this music business girly. She's getting after it. Same with Casey Musgraves and Dolly Parton, and seeing all these really strong independent women like overcome so much like pushback and these critical people that just can't seem to like love a powerful woman winning. And now, I don't know, the tables have turned, and it's really cool to see like these girls just powering through like all the hate, because it's just like what happens when you're successful, unfortunately. But in the music business, I went to Belmont, and I just love so many of my songwriting teachers, my professors that I had, including Jody Marr. She's great. I just went and talked to her Belmont class the other day actually about the come up and how Austin came about and all that stuff. And she's really special to me. Chris Lamb from Big Machine, I was in his class, and that's funny. He taught me about radio. That was cool. Who else? Drew Ramsey from Belmont. There's a lot of people that I really look up to. Darren Clark, he was like one of my first music teachers. Deborah Henderson, she was the one that like took me around to all these like shops when I was like 10 years old and would like help me play songs and like do my little first gigs. So shout out to you guys. Okay, Dawn from Cleveland, Ohio would like to know, do you have a closet at home just for your performance clothes, or do you mix them with your personal clothes? Do you ever keep your movie clothes? Movie clothes? Oh, like music video clothes? Oh, my closet right now is a mess, so this is not even a fair question. But I keep like a lot of the red carpet stuff I have to like give back because it's like designer stuff. The cheetah dress I got to keep, which is cool. But I think it's kind of all mixed in, honestly, because I use a lot of my performance clothes as like my daily clothes once I like wear them at a performance. Like the Daniel Diamond like knee-high camo boots I wore at the CMT Awards. Those are in my closet, and your girl wears those out. Like, I love those boots. So I kind of incorporate those into like my normal style as well, which is fun. Same with like music video clothes, like all the stuff I wore at the Austin music video. I've worn it out so many times. I'm like, why not? They're cute. I'm gonna wear it. Okay, Steph from Raleigh says, who cuts your hair? Ariana, my girl. And also Claire did that one time. That was really good. But Ariana has done my hair and just did my hair, actually, and she slays every time. Okay, Lewis from Seattle. What's your favorite candy? I have just recently gotten into candy. I know that sounds crazy, but as a kid, I didn't really like it. But I really just got into like sour candy. Like good sour gummy worms are so good. I like how like stings your face, and it's like, yeah. Okay, and that's it. Thanks again for watching my Ask Anything chat, you guys. Thanks so much for submitting questions. And thanks to Romeo and the Most Requested Live for having me on the show tonight and answering the questions about my new song, Austin. I'll see you guys later.